Buenos dias. Good morning, Spring Valley School. Students, we have such an exciting day ahead of us. It's your picture day. We kicked off Walk to School Day with many, many families and very special guests. But before we do anything else, we're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. So please do put your right hand over your heart. And let's pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, students. Okay. So I again want to thank you for participating in our Walk to School Day. Families, honored guests, I want to remind you that Spring Valley Science School is 162 years old. Woo! We look pretty good. And one of the things that we are thinkers. We think about science, we think about our academics, and we are healthy. We take care of ourselves by walking, by running, by riding. So, how many of you would like to be a mayor when you grow up? Woo, look at all those hands, Mayor Lee. Whoa. And how many of you are thinking about being the doctor? All right. And today, we have the top doctor in all of the United States. Here at our school, we have our mayor, we have board commissioners, Commissioner Marase, thank you, Assistant Superintendent, Deputy Superintendent Myung Lee, Hydra Mendoza, all of our very special people, Captain Sir. We're so lucky. So thank you to all of our guests and students. Thank you for your best attention. Teachers, just a little bit of housekeeping. Please take a tally in your classroom to see how many children walked to school today. We'll do a class check, and then they can take their stickers off for photo day. I'm turning it over to Mayor Lee. How about a warm applause? Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Lee.
Thank you. Buenos dias, Josan. Good morning, everyone here at Spring Valley. Well, Well, first of all, let me say thank you to all the kids and your parents for letting Supervisor Christensen and our United States Surgeon General to participate in a walk with you to school. It is so important for our city to make sure that our sidewalks and our streets are all safe for all of you to enjoy walking to school and walking on our streets. And we want to make sure that it's not just today, but every single day that you want to enjoy our streets, that it is safe for you. So we are very excited to be here on Walk to School Day, and to look behind me and to the side of me, there are so many others that also support this day and every day for your safety. We have the Highway Patrol, we have our Police Department, we have our Public Works Department, our Transit System Director, our Environment Director, our School District. We have many friends from the community organizations like Walk SF and Vision Zero. We have all of these agencies, Rec and Park included, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some others. But I want you to know that you have many friends in the city that are working together, because our America's Doctor is also having a national campaign, and they want cities like San Francisco to help him lead the way to make all of our cities and all of our areas safer. And so in San Francisco, we always want to be number one, and we always want to be the best. And whether it's baseball Whether it's basketball or whether it's public safety, we want to be the number one. And the only way we can do that, just like Spring Valley wants to be the number one elementary school in our school district with all of you wonderful students, we have to make sure that we work together to do that. I want to thank the parents. I want to thank the school administrations here, and especially your principal, who's a great leader. She's been working in the school district for over 34 years. And I want to say thank you. Thank you to Principal Callejas. You know, when someone works for 34 years, they love the district and the school, and especially the students. And she wants you to all succeed and to be safe at the same time. So all of our agencies are working very hard. We have a lot of projects in the city that make the streets safer. You see more signs. Sometimes they're in different languages. You see more streets that are brought closer together so people can cross the streets safer. We have a lot of projects called Vision Zero, and that's why there's so many agencies that are all collaborating and working together. You will have a better city when we all collaborate on public safety. And this is why we are so enamored and so happy to welcome our United States Surgeon General here to San Francisco. Not only is he the number one doctor, but he has public health is his major priority. And I know he's kind of new in this position, only appointed last year, but he's got experience in running many different divisions of our government, our national government, and he's here to join us in this very strong effort. Let me present to you America's Dr. Surgeon General Murthy.
Thank you, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Good. I'm glad to hear it. And how many of you had fun walking to school today? There we go. Lots of hands up in the air. Well, listen, to all the boys and girls out there, I want to say congratulations and good job on walking. Walking is one of the most important things that you can do to be healthy and strong. And how many people here want to be healthy and strong? Everyone, right? That's good. I want to thank Mayor Lee for having me here today. I want to thank your principal, Principal Callejas, for her leadership and for hosting us, as well as all the leaders who are with us today. I know that Walk SF, the Safe Routes to School program, have been important players in making walking happen, so I want to thank them too. But I have a message also for the parents as well, which is that I know that your kids couldn't walk to school if they didn't have your support, if they didn't have you walking next to them often each and every day. So I want to thank you for doing that. A couple of weeks ago, I made a big announcement in Washington, D.C. Does anyone know where Washington, D.C. is, boys and girls? Oh, everyone knows where it is on the map, huh? Well, I made a big announcement about a few weeks ago where I said that we need to get walking as a country. And what that means is we need more boys and girls to do what you did this morning, which is to walk to school. But the only way that's going to be possible to do more and more is if our neighborhoods are safe. When I was a young boy growing up in Miami, Florida, I initially grew up in a house that was close to my school, and I could walk to school with no problem. And each and every day, that's what my sister did. We walked to school just like you did today. But then we moved to a different school when I was in 4th grade. And in that new neighborhood, there weren't always sidewalks for us to walk. Sometimes we were worried that we might get hit by a car. So you know what happened? We didn't walk to school. Our parents drove us instead. That's why the work that's happening here to make neighborhoods safer is so important. I saw a couple of young boys and girls this morning who were out measuring how fast the cars were going. And that was great. You're helping to make sure that everyone is going at a slow pace with safer kids. So to all the parents, to all of the leaders that we have here today, I just want to thank you for the incredible work you're doing to get America walking. We need to reclaim a culture of physical activity in America, and walking is a great way to do that. So thank you for your leadership. Thank you for having me here. And please keep on walking. It's good for you, it's good for San Francisco, and it's good for the country. Thanks so much, everyone.
Now we have another very special guest and somebody who's working very hard to represent this district, to work with all your parents, to make sure everything is a good, high quality. That's our District Supervisor of District 3, Julie Christensen.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Okay, I want to know how many people are wearing pink today. Who's wearing pink? I wore pink just for you guys. Yeah. Okay, so how many people walk to school today? How many? A lot of people. And how many people are still going to look nice when it's time to take your picture? Everybody? You just have to look nice for a little while longer. You look beautiful today. So there are a lot of grown-ups standing up here, but I want to make sure that every child at Spring Valley Elementary knows that we're here because of you. Besides your parents and besides your teachers, it's our job to make sure that you have a safe and nice city to grow up in, and that's why we're here visiting with you at Spring Valley today. So we have a lot of people. We have Mohammed Nuru, who builds our sidewalks and makes our crosswalks safe. We have Ed Riskin, who makes sure that the buses run and that our streets are designed well. We have Nicole Ferreira. She has a group that sponsors programs to help keep us safe. We have people from the Unified School District that help make sure it's okay to get to and from school. And we're really lucky to have our Surgeon General from Washington and our mayor, who makes sure that it all works really well. So all of us are working really hard. We want to make sure you have nice places to walk to. So we're building parks, like we just walked from Helen Wills, that we made really nice for people to play. We plant trees on our street so the streets are pretty. And we make our crosswalks safe. We have Chief Sir from the police that makes sure that drivers follow the rules and keep us safe. So everybody here is here for you. So we want you to know that we're working hard, and if you have ideas for things that we should do that could make things safer and could make it better for you to walk to school, then you should come and talk to me, and we will do what we need. We're just about ready to have a new crosswalk at Broadway and Sansom Street on the top of the Broadway tunnel, because the seniors at Lady Shaw told us that we needed to make that intersection more safe for people to cross. So you guys keep your eyes open, and you let us know what we can do to make your neighborhood better. And thank you for having us at Spring Valley. Are you going to come up again? Miss Yvonne Wu. Does everybody know Miss Wu? Yeah. She's going to talk to us now. Let's give her a big welcome.
早晨，歡迎理事長、醫生局局長同埋所有嘅來賓嚟到春谷小學。今日好開心見到春谷小學嘅家長同埋小朋友一齊參與我哋步行和自行車上學嘅活動。步行係一種非常有益身心同埋健康嘅運動，但係各位小朋友同埋家長緊記安全第一。 記得遵守所有嘅交通規則。As a teacher and a parent at Spring Valley Science School, I know firsthand how beneficial walking is for health and for our well-being for our students, my colleagues, and myself. When I'm on the street walking, sometimes I see traffic dangers that our students are exposed to, especially when they're not following the safety rules, which is the reason why we're participating in our Walk and Roll to School Day. Thank you.
And so we have one more special guest. As I mentioned earlier, Nicole Ferreira has a group. It's kind of like a club called Walk SF. And what this club does is they try to think of ways that they can work with the city to make it nicer and safer to walk. So we're going to let Nicole say a few words.
Thank you, Supervisor. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, students. Thank you. That was a great good morning. I'm so happy to be here this morning and celebrate Walk and Roll to School Day with all of you guys who got to walk to school today. So let's give a big hand to all of you for participating. Woo! And for those of you who are at the park and got to play Mayor Says, let's thank Mr. Ginsburg for all of his hard work in leading us in the Parks and Rec department and making sure we have nice parks to play at. It's an honor to be here today to celebrate walking with not only our students, but the families and school administration and teachers, and all of our city leaders who work to make walking safer and more enjoyable here in San Francisco. Especially want to give thanks to the U.S. Surgeon General who is here with us today. It's such an honor to be part of your call to action on walking and walkable communities, to Mayor Lee and Supervisor Julie Christensen for their leadership on walking and making it safe for all of us to walk to school, to the park, to the market, and all of the agency leaders like Chief Sir and Director Ruskin and Director Nuru and Dr. Aragon, who make walking safer every day for all of us here in San Francisco. At Spring Valley, we already have 1 out of 3 students walking or wheelchair rolling to school every single day. That is pretty outstanding. So you guys serve as a model for the rest of the nation. You're working to keep your hearts healthy every day. But for too many parents here in San Francisco, people choose not to walk because the top concern is traffic safety. And that's why we're working with our city and our community partners like the Chinatown YMCA and the Chinatown Community Development Center to do the City Streets Investigator program, which we did out on the street today, where we measure the speed of cars and we understand actually how we can redesign our streets as kids and how you guys can make sure that you're not only practicing safe walking, but that you're engaging in creating safer streets. So speed is really critical. As we know, when a car is traveling at 40 miles per hour, which were some of the speeds that we clocked down on Broadway today, pedestrians only have 1 out of 10 chance of surviving a crash. But at 20 miles per hour, pedestrians have a 9 out of 10 chance of surviving a crash. So speed impacts the health and well-being of our communities exponentially. And kids actually can't measure or understand or gauge the speed of a car until the age of 10. So we need to make sure that speeds are slow so that if you guys walk into the street, a car can slow down and stop in time, and so that your families are safe and healthy. I wanted to just end with something that Dr. Murthy said in his call to action on walking that really stuck with me. He pointed to a lot of social movements that started with a walk, like MLK's March on Washington, or the Capitol Crawl for demanding access to the nation's capital for people with disabilities. I think here in San Francisco, we're responding to that call to action, and we're engaging in our own walk around Vision Zero to make sure that our streets, that we have the justice and safety on our streets here in San Francisco, so that no families, no parents have to endure the pain of a loved one being lost. So thank you, Dr. Murthy, for really making prevention a cornerstone of your administration, and to all of our city leaders here today who are working to make our streets safer. Thank you.
And finally, everyone, because I know you're getting ready to go to class, before I do that, I want to just say, you know, when we first started the walk today, one of our department heads, Phil Ginsberg, introduced to all of the kids a new game called Mayor Says. We had so much fun that I'm going to introduce it to the next department head meeting that I have. Principal Callejas, please come on up. It is our pleasure to celebrate with you by proclaiming today officially to be Walk and Roll to School Day here in San Francisco at Spring Valley.
Are we ending now? Okay. A las familias que hablan español les quiero dar las gracias por estar con nosotros. Todo esto se hace por los niños. La educación y la salud es más importante, es lo que le dejamos a los niños. Gracias y que sigan saludable y estudiando. Okay, ahora un regalito. We're going to give just a small token of appreciation to our mayor, to our U.S. Surgeon General, and to Supervisor Christensen. So thank you, children. Hamza, could you and Annabelle give this to our Surgeon General, Tim? Oh, you too. To Mayor Lee. And I need this to Supervisor Christensen. You okay, Marley? Because we're both wearing pink. Yeah, it's pink day. Oh, that was mine. Here, I get this one. Thank you. Thank you. Now you go back to class. Now we go back to school. Teachers and children, have a wonderful day. Remember, walk to school. Stay smart, be safe, be respectful, be responsible, and be kind. Thank you.